Welcome back. My name is Thomas Random, and it's day 8 of trying to make a game from scratch in C with a telescope engine. Now, I of course have been working on this for a little over 8 days, okay, a little bit more than that. My apologies for being absent these past 2 days. I've been feeling a little under the weather, probably corona or something. IDK. All that really matters is that I'm back now. Tackle the goddamn day. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm primed. What's on the agenda for today, you ask? Well, I think we must consult Mr. Omnipotent Whiteboard over here. Okay. Hello, fellow Chad Randy. I am Shader God Isaac at your service. This is a ground shader modeled after your pixel art. I threw it together in a couple of hours after watching your video today. It's not particularly optimized, but it uses a variety of techniques you may find useful. Get an editor up. Okay. Hot damn! Hot diggity doggity! Look at that. Look at that shit, boys. Hang on. Let's see if we can zoom in real quick. How the fuck do I zoom in? Look at that. Look at that. Holy shit, that is sexy. Woo! Isaac, my man. In the wise words of my fellow Zoomer brethren. Sheesh. What's that, Mr. Whiteboard? This whiteboard is omnipotent, okay? Omnipotent, I tell you. He draws himself. What's that, Mr. Whiteboard? You want me to flip you again? Our one and only goal today, ladies and gents, is to figure out what the hell goes into this bad boy and attempt to recreate it from the ground up, and I guess just learn a bunch of cool stuff. So the first step is I'm literally just going to open up a second thing, and we're going to start from complete scratch. Goodbye. My god, there's a lot of code here. Here we go. All right, we've got everything. This right here is going to be our workstation. In fact, we could probably put them side by side. No, fuck. Oh, this is annoying. I applied for a patent for Arcana the other day, right? And these fuckers right here, I've already got it. Major Arcana. So I just applied for Arcana by itself, and I was like, sorry, Bucko. It's too similar to Major Arcana. So I'm at a bit of a fucking impasse, right? I can't use Arcane. I can't use Arcana. You really gonna make me fucking change the name again? So I'm thinking about just going Randy's Arcana, right? Like that. But I don't know if that'll still get kind of red flagged against Major Arcana. I don't know. Arcana Nana. Arcana the Arcane game. Arcana the game. The interactive 2D playable experience, side-scrolling pixel art adventure survival horror. Out now on Nintendo Switch and translated into Russian, because why not? This looks like a sine wave. I'm pretty sure this is a sine wave, so we're just gonna create the start of that with a sine wave. And how am I gonna do that? Very good question. Come on, brain. You can do it. I believe in you. Let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see it better. All right, so first we're gonna get the bounds of the thing. So we'll go TS is equal to U resolution divided by UV? Sorry, vector. Pardon my manners. UV's underclipped. What am I doing again? What the fuck am I doing with my life? GL quad, that's it. GL quad.xy. I spelt that wrong. Oh, you gotta capitalize it? Kind of cringe, bro. Kind of cringe. Okay. So now we've got that. We've got TS. So let's actually just go to the book of shaders and pick up where we left off the other day, which was drawing shapes. I don't really care for that. Let's go previous. What do we got here? Some cool stuff. All right. So what I want to do is let's get a sine wave going. Let's get a sine wave plotted. How am I gonna do that? But I've slept like twice since then. Just lost all the info. 0 to 1. No, X. That's a Y. Come on, brain. You can do it. Then we do. Well, first of all, let's put that in. I don't know what that's gonna do. Nothing. Fuck, my brain just isn't working. Vec3 color is equal to. We can do that. And we can put in color and then that. Okay, kinda cool. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Alright, so let's think. What is this actually doing? Just st.x and then saying y, and then we're just putting that in. So we're just putting st.x in, right? So it's gonna be 0 to 1, left to right. Why doesn't that look like it's doing anything then? Like that should be doing something, no? Oh, I'm dividing it the wrong way around. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, I was thoroughly confused there for a second. All right, back in action. So what I'm really doing here is this is going 0 to 1. So obviously 0 here, completely black, white over here. And we're just plotting the st.x as a color. So then RGB is gonna be 0 to 1. Yes, cool, awesome. Okay, we can continue on. Next up, so what we're gonna do is we'll go vector 0 and 0.5. Call this float line. I don't fucking know. Wait, does smooth step return? All I really care about is smooth stepping the Y, don't I? Is that what I'm doing here? What am I doing here? Shitballs. And then Okay, got something. So we'll smooth step the Y, and now I want to up that. I want to put that in the middle of the screen. How do I do that? No, that's not it. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. It's within this range of the Y, which is right at the bottom. So technically, if we go like 0.5, that's, yeah, okay. I get it now. I get it. So could I technically sign that, and then it'd be a wiggly line? Let's try and visualize coordinates a bit better. So we could go like hull.rg plus equals st. So red is X, green is Y. So let's just step right there. So I would get the Y, because all this is the coordinate of the current pixel. So then if it's 0.5, it'll get stepped out. But what we should be doing, timesing it by the sine of st.x. Yeah. Or we could just do that. All right, now sine goes from -1 to 1. So if we divide that by 2 plus 0.5, or can we get pi? I want pi equal to 3 point. Those are the only two digits of pi I know. I'm a fucking pleb. About 4 pi. 5 pi? 5 pi seems good. And then from here, instead of dividing by 2, I just actually want to maybe 6. Just like that, I have got the little thing. I've got it. And this shouldn't be called line, it should be called height. So that's the ground height. Step 1, complete. Now let's see how old mate Isaac has done it. Calculate the ground depth. Depth, ground point. All right, so let's take a step back a little bit and let's figure out how the hell Vorney works. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Cellular noise is based on distance fields, the distance to the closest one of a set of feature points. Let's say that we want to make a distance field of 4 points. So what do we need to do? Well, for each pixel, we want to calculate the distance to the closest point. That means we need to iterate through all the points, compute that distance, the current pixel, and store the value for the one that is closest. I haven't actually read this yet. Probably should though, you know? That would require a lot of reading and effort and stuff. We don't do that here. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this without looking, I guess. No cheatsies. So we're gonna create a list, spec to points. I don't really know the syntax for this. What's the syntax? I'm not cheating, guys. It's just syntax. Points at 0 equal to, I'm just gonna say 0.1, 0.5. Okie doke. So I wanna find the distance to the closest point. Int I equals 0. I less than 4, I plus plus. And we're gonna loop through points at I and calculate the distance to it. Distance to point from st, and then we'll go float dist equal if dist is less than min dist. I think that's all there really is to it. On the first iteration of the loop, I just go not check for that. It's the easiest way of doing that. You could go like, I'm sure there's a better way of doing that. So that'll get the minimum distance. Hey, look at that. Holy shit, that actually worked. That's crazy. That actually worked. Yay. I know what I'm doing, boys. Woo! All right, well, we didn't quite get to really touching this whatsoever. Still making my way through the book of shaders. We're going to be all Gucci. And from there, we'll be able to take Isaac's beautiful shader and hopefully turn that into a ground texture in the game and have full knowledge of every single nook and cranny that goes into it. So I can manipulate it however I want, make it look sexy. And yeah, we'll take it from there. I'll see you when I see you, boys. Stay safe and yeah, stay clapping.